Sophie Bremer was a hopeless romantic.
I thought it was finna say Sophie Bremer was a hoe. I was like, yo, what a way to start off the video.
Yebra loves TV. Yes, I made a theme song so that I can talk about all my favorite shows. Oh yeah. And this is just your disclaimer that this is not me talking about any of the actors themselves, but more so their characters. Please do not attack me in the comments. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, even those who disagree with me. But let's keep it friendly. All right, let's get started with the show.
She was also hopelessly naive.
They keep saying hoe though, if you hear it. Hopelessly romantic, hopelessly naive, hoe. I just realized she's looking at all of her rings in a box. Like obviously it was like, I saw rings, but it didn't dawn on me that those are her rings from her marriages. Oh my God.
Are you drunk?
Just a little.
And he drove there?
So what do you say, Soph?
All right.
Really?
Really? Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah. Here.
Susan just trying to get rid of her. She don't even care. She's just like, take her away. Could you give me your dead wife's ring? No. The answer to that proposal would be no. She's obviously just trying to get rid of her.
Trade this in for a ring of my own, and I want a bigger diamond than Dolores got.
She kind of ate with that. Okay, so consider this me warning you guys. In the next part of the video, I went on a rant. I don't know where this came from. I don't know if it was because I knew I had the freedom of time to just sit there and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. This took yapping to a whole new level, and I only realized that it did. Actually, no, I think I realized it in the moment, but I'm really realizing just how long I went on and on about this after watching. So if you really don't give a crap, which I'm assuming a lot of people do not, just skip, just use the chapters. There's no reason to leave a nasty comment, but there are some people who always ask me to like just let myself rant and just talk freely however I want to. So that is for those people. If you do not care, please just skip it. Okay, you're gonna see what I'm talking about in a second. Also, I'm sick recording this little voiceover thing, so excuse my voice. Okay, bye. If you've not had a chance, please check out the last video in this installment. Guys, the last video that I posted, oh my God, I'm so freaking humiliated. And I commented this, but I just feel like I need to like say it. So there was a video, like 2 videos ago, I think, where I was talking about my style and how I can't pick an aesthetic and blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh yeah, you know, I kind of want to just like Tiffany from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I meant Ashley, y'all. I meant Ashley. I know that the people who actually watch Fresh Prince of Bel-Air were like, what the hell are you talking about? Who the hell is Tiffany? Because when I watched it, I was like, Tiffany? I was like, who the hell is Tiffany? Why would I say that? Oh my goodness. That was humiliating. That was so embarrassing, guys. But just to clarify, I meant that. I think in these videos, a lot of the times, like I get so excited to talk to you guys and I get so like giddy about watching it and so lost in watching it. It's not just people's names. Just pay attention. Actually, like it's kind of embarrassing that I'm like pointing it out also, but it's like, I can't stop. It's like, I fumble over my words all the time. It's like, I'll watch a video back and I'll be like, why am I saying that? That doesn't make any sense. Like the time I said suppression instead of repression. Like the time that I said, there was some other thing that I said that I was like watching it back and I was like, why would I say that? I didn't even use that right. Or like, even when I said about the thing about the parking garage scene in that same video, I don't know what was happening in that video. Like, was I glitching? Because I just kept saying things wrong. And I watch my videos back and I'd be like, I know how to speak English. Like, I know how to talk. But then it also makes me think to myself, like, do I talk like this in real life? Do I actually sound like this, like, in real life when I'm talking to people? Do I do the same stuff? Is it just because of the videos? Or is this just how I talk? I'm an intelligent woman. Anyhow, please forgive me for that. And forgive me just in the future, because I feel like that's not gonna be the last time that I either mess up somebody's name. Oh my God, like remember the time that I couldn't remember what Felicia Tillman's name was? I kept trying to call her Felicity. I feel like such a moron right now. I'm not, but I feel like one. I hate bad grammar. That's one of my pet peeves. I cannot stand, like I try to let it slide because technically we're all speaking poor grammar in one way or another. Like words are literally just made up stuff that we made up, sounds that we made up to communicate, if you think about it. So technically nobody's speaking correctly. There's no correct way. It's like one person decided, oh, if we say this or if we make this noise with our lips, then it should mean this. But words are not even real. Time is not real. Nothing is real. Okay. I am literally editing this video and thinking to myself, shut up. Why am I still going? What am I saying? Okay, let's refocus. For those of you who actually sit here and listen to me just like ramble and stuff, you deserve an award. Because what the hell do I be talking about? Long story short, I don't really know how to talk, I think. So when you see me saying stuff that you're probably sitting there thinking to yourself, like, that ain't how you use that word. Like I always say, why is this going on for so long, y'all? I can't stop thinking of things that I say that are wrong or probably wrong. It's like, I think it's up the ante, but I be saying up the ante because that's how I've heard it my whole life. So then it makes you think, am I an idiot or have I been taught wrong? I just want to let y'all know, when y'all be like, oh no, keep the rambling in. This is the kind of stuff you're going to get. Okay. This is actually like that's how I talk. Like literally, like I am the definition of Yapatron. It's me. Okay. Anyways, let's get back to the video. I wonder, were these painted or photoshopped? Like, how do they go about this? Because they do look different. I wonder, did they like actually take the photos, but then they kind of modified them in certain ways? Because you can see that they look kind of weird. Like something's been done to them. But I don't know if you can tell what. Now this looks like they just stuck their heads on different people's bodies. This looks like a real marriage photo, although I don't know if it's because of the time or what, but why does Gabby's hair look like that? Actually, no. Gabby's hair, it looks like it's like a wig. Like it's separate from her. It does look weird. At first glance, it doesn't, but then when you sit there and really look at it, yeah, it looks weird. What a way to start off the episode.
Who else would it have been?
Mama.
Oh, please.
Ain't no way you finna really blame this on your... I know this fool not finna sit up here and lie on his mama.
That bitch.
And he can't say anything. He can't say anything about her saying that his mama's a bitch. He can't say shit because he did it. And he knows he did it.
I can't believe
The gulp. Did you see the gulp?
I feel a wave of morning sickness coming on. And I want to be standing on your mother's grave when it hits.
And he can't say a thing. He can't say anything to her saying all this, because then it flips the tables. Because of course she's going to be this angry if she truly believes it. But I wonder, hold on a second. Wait a minute. I just thought about something. Y'all, I don't think she actually believes that. I think she still believes that Carlos... Wait a minute. This is actually so funny. I think she really does think that Carlos still did it. Like, she doesn't believe his story, but she's using this as an opportunity to just shit on his mama because she can't stand her. It's like she's getting a pass to be so disrespectful because she thinks that because she thinks that she tampered with her birth control. Gabby is a genius. Gabby is actually a freaking genius. Wait. And he don't even care as long as he gets away with it. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that she knew the whole time? Or do you think that... I don't know. But that would... If that's true, that's actually cool as shit. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like she's her Lacey. Basically that song by Olivia Rodrigo where she's talking about a girl that she's kind of jealous of because she's like the perfect version, or like she's the version of herself that she wants to be, and the guy that she wants prefers the other girl over her because she's like more put together. And like there's like this thing on social media where people like say like oh, she's like they were each other's Lacey's. It's like a whole thing. So yeah, I feel like Lynette at this point is just feeling really insecure, and she's trying to hide it. Like she doesn't want to be insecure because obviously everybody knows that's not very attractive. However, she's feeling like she's in competition with this girl, especially because she's just constantly around and they used to have feelings for each other. She worries that they're gonna pop back up. God, Lynette's story makes me so sad, guys. It makes me so sad because it's just like this wasn't the life she wanted, and then she just constantly having to deal with like the consequences of this life that she's living. Before Tom goes off to work, Lynette brings it to Tom's attention that they haven't done it in about 10 days and that, you know, the longest they've ever gone is 9 days. And so she wants to kind of, it's like, it's more about her just feeling insecure.
Can't you guys just stay a little longer? Oh, no.
I told you she was trying to get rid of her. Susan's mom urges Susan to give Mike another chance because she doesn't know the whole story. And she tells her that someone close to him died recently. And she also tells Susan that she went over there and told him that she still loves him.
He likes to stay at home with the same old plate of spaghetti and mug of root beer.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want spaghetti right now. So Bree is out to lunch with George, and she's not supposed to be still seeing him because she told Rex, or Rex is basically under the assumption that they're not seeing each other anymore, you know, that they're not even going to be friends, nothing. And so she looks over across the way and she can see Edie Britt eating lunch by herself and looking at her with this like, girl, like, you know, kind of look that's just like, all right, I see you now. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like she's kind of giving her a look of, you know, what are you doing out here, you know, with this guy? And then she watches her like feed him, I think, an oyster or a clam or something like that. And it just does not look right. George suggests that they go to Italy together. And Bree was like, no, I think that, you know, people would talk and that just wouldn't be appropriate for us to go off to Italy together. Because what she's realizing is that, you know, George is kind of filling the gaps of the things that she can't get from Rex. And that's pretty much that. They're doing this on the couch. The kids could literally come out of the room at any moment.
Guys sometimes like it when women, you know, put a little effort into things.
You just got off of work. You think you smell the best? And I'm not saying they gotta have, you know, they gotta do it dirty.
Pack up a kid and get out of town.
Period. That's what I was saying last episode. But really quick, back to Tom and Lynette. What was happening in this scene is that they were trying to get it on, and then Tom starts complaining that there's a smell coming from Lynette, and it's keeping him from being in the mood, which is semi-understandable, but it's also like I said, he just got off work too. Like, he probably doesn't smell the best, but she's trying to connect with him, and I get it. She's also coming from a place of insecurity, so there's that at play. But, yeah.
My son doesn't want to move.
Yeah, he doesn't want to move because you blabbed too much. You told him too much information. And I get it. It's also because it was becoming an issue where he was blabbing and saying things, but he did not need to know. I don't know what he told him, but he didn't even need to know as much as he told him, because now he's trying to hold that over his head, which is understandable. He's 16 and dumb.
I'm going to need a check.
Whoa, wait a minute. He fabricated all of that and he's still going to get paid? That is insane. And I know it ain't cheap. So the guy that Susan tried to hire to get info on Paul Young, he comes over, fabricates a story that it basically mimics exactly what Paul told her. And he has documents, fake documents, obviously, to prove it. So Susan ends up believing it. But right before he leaves, she tells him that she wants him to look into Mike and his background.
I'm pregnant, and it might be yours.
Why would you tell him that? How about we just... Well, maybe she has to get a paternity test done. But if it was me, nobody wouldn't know that didn't have to know. I mean, I wouldn't have got myself mixed up in this mess. But I feel like if you're going to go big, you better go big or go home.
How am I gonna handle child support?
But it's like you did it with her. What did you think? Like, you never thought maybe she might get pregnant. Like, birth control was not as reliable as it is now. I said this in my comments once. I know plenty of people from that time period that got pregnant on birth control, on the shot, on the pill, and they were taking it like they were supposed to. All these things, like there were plenty of people that have gotten pregnant on birth control. Shoot, even with the most reliable method, which is the Nexaplanon, I think that's the most reliable method. But yeah, people have gotten pregnant on that too. Now, it's very unlikely, very, very, very unlikely, extremely. Okay, it's very rare cases where this has happened. But people have definitely gotten pregnant on there. Like, that's why they say 99.9, because there's always that one little guy that just got to get through.
Thank you.
Forget about it.
Why did I kind of like the way she said that. Forget about it.
Should have worn a condom.
You didn't wear a condom. Oh my God. And you're having an affair with a lady whose husband is very, very aggressive? Oh my God. And I just realized, remember back in the early, remember when he thought that Gabrielle was having an affair? Like, he just thought, and he went and attacked that guy who turned out to be gay. So, like, you already know that if he knew, or if he ever found out, if anything like this ever happened and you were the father, he would literally snap you in half like a twig. And you're not wearing a condom? I can't. Why does this look like the exact same property that they used in Gilmore Girls for that? Remember that wedding with the lady who was like, go away, my Advil, or my... Basically, she was saying her daughters were giving her a headache and they wanted a specific color, but then she changed it, and then Lorelai tried to take the fall for it. Remember that episode? It was like early in season 1. That's exactly what this house looks like. It looks like how the end looked from the outside in that episode. Susan finds out that Mike killed a cop, and that was kind of part of the detail. So she's starting to go through this file from the private investigator, PI, and she's just getting more about the real story because she wants to know from someone who's unbiased, or an unbiased source, that she's really getting the truth. And as she's looking in the photo where Mike is, like, I think being walked out of the courthouse in handcuffs, there's a photo of this guy, the guy who was like, you know, happiness, blah, 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 the Deirdre's dad, and that girl whose name I can't remember right now. But yeah, her. They were in the photo behind Mike. And so Susan was like, wait a minute, I know her. So then they do a flip to this scene where she's walking up to Mike and the laughter makes me upset guy. And she's like, just give it up, let it go. Deirdre's gone, and she hated us. She hated all of you. She was selfish. She disgraced this family. Just let it go. And then she tells them that she doesn't really believe anything that comes out of their mouth. And Mike is like, okay, well, if you don't even believe us, then, like, what are we talking about? Like, stop talking to me. Stop talking to us. Just walk away. And so then she kind of, like, turns around and walks off. Whoa. Edie looks so good. I love that outfit. She just eats. Bree's outfit looks good too, but Edie's outfit? I want that outfit.
You are such a Republican.
I am not having an affair. He's a very good listener, and I share my hopes and dreams with him and my innermost thoughts, and that's all.
Like a husband? What I love about all these women, just a side note, is that I feel like they all have a little bit of something I can relate to. Like, I relate to Susan and her clumsiness and her kind of being, like, all over the place in a way sometimes. Like, sometimes, like, I can definitely relate to that. I relate to Bree and her need for structure and order and that whole thing. And her fashion choices, honestly. And the way that she cares for her friends, I relate to that. I also relate to Lynette because I relate to her as a mother that just wants to try so hard and be the best possible mom she can be, even if it means she's overworked and tired and just she doesn't care. It's like she just wants to be a good mom. And I also relate to Edie. I relate to Edie in the sense of Like, Edie's gonna tell it like it is, and she's not afraid to kind of stand on her own if she needs to. How outspoken she is. She's kind of like my inner voice, I think. So, only one I don't relate to as much is Gabrielle, but maybe that will change with time as we go through these episodes, but I can't seem to find a way to relate to her as much. But yeah, Bree goes to talk to Edie to try to clear up the confusion, and Edie tells her that, you know, she's not judging her, but she's just like, hey, you know, do what you gotta do. Like, he cheated on you, you cheat back, boo. And as Bree's trying to clear it up, Edie's like, yeah, you may not be sleeping with him. You might be telling the truth about not sleeping with him, but you are emotionally cheating, because these same things you're trying to do with George, why are you not doing those things with your husband? Paul gonna say what he gotta say. He don't do no fluff. It's like he gonna say what he gotta say, and we gonna keep it pushing. I said he don't feel good. I don't feel like he should be spending so much time at your house. Click. It's not like all this like, well, you know, he didn't even let her say anything after that. He just hung up the phone.
I told you, I'm not moving.
Julie has expressively told you she doesn't want to be with you. Why are you staying there? You don't have any other friends. Why are you staying there? On the hope that Julie might change her mind? She's not. After what you've shown her, she's not.
You can't keep running around doing the kinds of things you're doing. Susan Meyer's kitchen, for example. People are going to catch on.
Wait a minute. He's the one that blew up Susan's kitchen? It was Zach? I thought it was Paul. Was it Paul? Is he lying? I don't even know anymore.
How about I let you sleep on it?
Like he has a choice. I'm pretty sure whatever you just gave him in that cup put him right to sleep. Where are the kids? Where are the kids?
I really feel bad about putting you out like this.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
What the hell? Why does Tom walks in with his, I'm assuming, coworker or somebody. He didn't tell Lynette that anyone was coming over, which, what the hell? But he didn't tell anyone. He didn't tell her that he had anyone coming over to spend the night. He comes over and Lynette is ass up on the couch in a maid's outfit in lingerie.
We haven't had sex for a few days. Big deal, it happens.
No, that's not the only reason your marriage is in trouble. Your marriage is in trouble because y'all are not on the same page. You just had a fight recently where you said that she was basically just going to drive him away or whatever he said. I forgot, honestly.
Look, if there's a way for me to fix this, I will do it. You just tell me and I will do it.
Every time she tries to tell you what you can do to fix it, then you either say no or you shut her down or you gaslight her. Who's finna keep telling you how to fix the problem? I'm finna head down to the courtroom. Oh.
My hormones are killing my taste buds.
I'm paying more attention to your food than you have to me lately.
If you don't shut up, oh my God. Like, do you not realize how much women go through when they're pregnant and what they're dealing with? Who gives a fuck about you? Honestly, like, I don't even care no more. Like, who really gives a fuck about you? Especially when she didn't even want to be pregnant in the first place. I cannot imagine. You know how much crap I went through when I was pregnant? I cannot imagine that happening on accident. Like, having to be pregnant and fully knowing that you not only don't want children, but you also really did not want to be pregnant or get pregnant at that time. And then some dude is in your ear talking about, you haven't even given me any attention. You better be lucky I don't set you on fire. Oh no, oh no, oh no.
I've been doing some serious thinking about the baby.
Maybe you should stop thinking. I think every time you start thinking, the world is in trouble. Stop thinking, John.
That's why I'm going directly to Mr. Solis.
Look at her face. Look at her face. I feel her right now. You better sit your mind down. He will kill the both of y'all. It will be like a murder-suicide. Sit down.
I think he would kill us both.
He and I need to hash this out.
I would pick up a shovel from the yard and hit him in the side of his head till he's knocked out. You better chill out. When he thought that Gabrielle might have been cheating on him, he acted insane. I can't imagine him actually having proof. What is he in the tub doing? Yo, my heart was thumping. I cannot remember how that scene ended. John comes over on a mission to tell Carlos about the fact that him and Gabby have been having an affair and he wants to do right by the baby. And then Gabrielle tells him, like, listen, regardless of what the paternity tests say, you're not the father. This ain't Maury. You're not the father, okay? And Carlos can give this baby things that you can't. So step out of the way. Like, us trying to raise the baby is going to guarantee the baby grows up poor. Step out of the way and let someone who can give the baby the life they actually deserve do their job, do or be a parent. And it's like obviously this child deserves to know their real father. Like, that's important. But also, I think Gabrielle does have a point at the same time. Like, maybe not as extravagant as, like, this kid, like, they need piano lessons and they need this and, like, stuff like that. But stability and just being able to grow up in a home, like she said, like, not poor. Like, being poor is not just not having money. It's, like, it's so much more than that. Like, it changes how you think about yourself, about other people. So I feel like both of them sort of have a point. When you're poor, you also lack access to resources that could help you escape being poor or put you on a good track for future generations. It's not just about not having money. It's like it changes the way your brain is wired. Why would she leave a note? But I guess, I don't know. Maybe there's a bigger plan at play. So Felicia Tillman goes over to Paul's house and she starts rummaging through his stuff and trying to figure out what's going on because she just feels like Zach's sudden disappearance is very odd and she knows the truth about who he really is and all their stuff. So as soon as Paul leaves, like I said, she starts rummaging through the house and she ends up like slapping the crap out of Zach. She slaps the crap out of Zach and then takes him with her. So guess we'll see what happens with that.
Meet me in the bedroom.
Is he gonna be in a maid's outfit? That was cute. So Tom comes in the house and he gives Lynette a timer. And then when the timer goes off, she's supposed to go upstairs to the bedroom. When she goes into the bedroom, Tom is wearing, I don't even know what you call these. It's like a man thong. I don't even know what it's called. With a cheetah print on it, I think. And he like, you know, is trying to spice things up. I like that. That's nice. I think that shows he is making an effort to hear Lynette for what she's saying, but also I don't think he had the words to comfort her, but he's like, okay, there's nothing I can really say. Let me do something to show you that we still have this passion. So that's really, really sweet.
I don't know what you think you're doing, but I'm taking my son and going.
I am not my sister, Paul. You do not want to screw with me.
I like it. I love Felicia Tillman. Cause she's right. Like, she was not the bitch to fuck with. Like, really, she wasn't. I mean, the very fact that she took him and let him know that she took him, and then he comes over and she's not moved. Like, she's not moved by him being in there. That should scare you alone. Because who would be so confident to take somebody else's child and let them know that they did it? Oh, she means fucking business.
A baby named Dana.
And this is what I can't seem to, like, wrap my head around. Okay? Like, you can name your kid whatever you want. But why is he named Dana? Because Dana makes me think that they were talking about a female child. Where does Dana come from? Is it some kind of history with that? Why was he named Dana? Are they trying to say, and help me if I'm going too far, but it's like, are they trying to say that he was named Dana because his mom was so, like, she was on drugs and, like, she thought he was a girl? Like, I need some context behind why he's named Dana.
Seemed like a reasonable precaution since you murdered Martha and all.
I love her so much. I love the way this character is so much. Like, I think if I would have been offered the role of her, it would have just been like I would have been so excited every time I would read the script because it's like her lines and then her delivery, I think. But maybe she's not as fascinating on paper. Like some characters are like that, where it's like they're not as fascinating on paper, but then you put the right actress or the right actor behind them and they ignite them in this really exciting way.
Would you like a cookie?
When they prove nothing.
The only reason.
Paul, you've been caught. And I know that's hard to accept, but you've been caught. Just accept that. Like I said, she's not the bitch to fuck with. She's just not. She was sitting there with a knife under her thing this whole time. The whole time she's sitting there talking to Paul and like letting him know, like basically, I'm going to be keeping Zach. You're going to be leaving town. Okay? I know you killed my sister. Let's just call a spade a spade. She has a knife under her. Like under on the side of her, just like waiting for him to try something. She meant what she said. Go, Felicia.
Big. You could crush me like a fly chest.
You could crush me like a fly chest. Oh my God. She thought she was finna have one of those airport security moments where the black security lady is like, you go ahead, baby. You go find the love of your life. And no, it was not even like that. Yo, he was like, get your, I told you to leave. How didn't I tell you to leave? Oh my goodness. I am so sorry, by the way, if my laughter was way too loud, but that was too funny.
Just get in the damn car.
Hi, Kendra.
So Susan ends up getting in because she walks up and sees her getting manhandled by security, and they let her up. And so then she talks to them, and the guy that works with Mike is like, yeah, you know, it's simple as he got busted for dealing drugs to my daughter and he killed the guy that busted him. And so as soon as Susan walks off, she's like, wait a minute, like what was that? Like, why would you tell her that? And so he says the reason he told her the story like that is because he doesn't want Mike to get distracted from helping him take down the person that killed his daughter, because he feels like Susan might try to talk him out of it. But I feel like what she's about to do is she's about to tell Susan the truth, that there's more to the story, because she does want Mike to stop with this. She wants this whole thing to stop.
We need to talk.
I was right.
So I chose green so that it'll work whether Gabrielle has a boy or a girl.
Not green is the new pink. I swear they'd just be throwing reference. I don't know if it's like it's just the time or what, but like they just kind of throw these Gilmore Girls references in. I love this show. Bree is experiencing this really harsh moment where she's realizing that even if she can get over the cheating, even if she can make, like they can be cordial with each other and try to move on from some of the things that have happened, she's still missing something from him. There's still something from Rex that she's not getting, because the spark in their marriage, kind of similar to what's going on with Lynette, is like they're missing that part where they still feel connected to their partner, because Bree remembers the Italy trip as so much fun and oh my gosh, they got exposed to so much culture and just exciting things, and you know, like she remembers the experience in a positive way. And Rex was not able to see it through that lens. He was not able to like get past his own discomfort for the fact that they spent a lot of money, or that he was hot, you know, that he was uncomfortable. He's not able to get past that long enough to enjoy the same experiences as Bree in the way that she needs in a partner. It's kind of like when you really enjoy the same things as the person you're with, certain things like that, like how much you spend and, you know, what the climate was like, you're not going to be bothered by things like that as much, because you were there to have fun and you were more focused on the fun. And you may even have a funny anecdote. He does not. He had nothing positive to say about that trip. So like I said, regardless, whether she decides to move past the cheating or whatever, like this was just a reminder that he can't fulfill her in the same way that George does. And I think that's a hard thing for a lot of people to come to terms to, that you pick this person that you have this chemistry with and the chemistry is so strong, but you're missing things that you need. And I think people don't realize how much they need certain things out of their partner because either the examples they had growing up, how they were raised, maybe you watched your parents settle, so now you settle. I think it's really important to get clear about what you want from a partner beyond just you want somebody to make you laugh, beyond the surface level stuff. I'm talking about like really get in there. What does it look like a day-to-day with you and your ideal partner? And that's where I feel like you should start if you feel like you're in a similar situation. Bree does not know how to leave this relationship. She's invested so much in it emotionally. She has the kids. She doesn't know how to leave. And she probably fears actually putting herself out there and looking for someone else. And what could come with that if she'll connect with that person? It's a lot to just step out on that ledge of like, okay, I'm so used to being with this person and I did commit to this person, but actually I've realized, oopsie, I actually need a lot more from you than what I'm able to get. It's almost like, I think I've said this before, but it's like it's an ego thing of like, how could I have made this choice? Because you know you made it, but then there's this version of you that exists that knows you need more, and you're battling with that part of you. Very hard thing to deal with. Very hard thing to get past and move on from. So yeah, but ultimately my point in saying all this is do not settle. If you know you're not fulfilled, do not waste somebody else's time being with this person, knowing that there are other things that you need, or that you know you're not getting what you need. Don't waste another person's time. And don't waste your own time. Like, value yourself enough to not waste your own time. Don't settle. Susan is talking to the girl who's like the daughter of the guy. Okay, you know who she's talking to, the guy. So she's talking to the girl. So in this scene, Susan is talking to the other daughter of that guy. And why can I not remember her name? Anyway, so it's revealed that the reason that Mike is even involved with these people in the first place is because he really did care about the daughter that passed away. And what happened was, I think like she was selling rugs and Mike was kind of involved at first, but then he pulled back and he was able to leave it alone. But then she couldn't. She was in and out of jail. And Mike was just trying to help her. And he found out that she was caught doing rugs, and a cop busted her and made her trade actual favors for her freedom, like for him not telling on her, ratting her out, whatever. And so then when Mike found out, he busted in, and then they like fell off a balcony, and Mike was the only one that survived. He didn't like actually, try to hurt him. Like I think he just wanted an end to what was going on. Susan finds out that Mike is actually not a bad guy. And so I'm sure now she's gonna go to him.
Sickness and in health.
There's also a lingering thing right now going on with Rex, and that whole thing about George replacing his medicine. And so he's just getting sicker and sicker, and he's been complaining about not feeling well. It looks like John is back working for Gabrielle and Carlos.
To live happily ever after.
Aw, they're back together. So the episode ends there, and it's been a lovely one. I hope to see you guys in the next one.